Hi guys. Today we're going to start lesson three, and this is all about cell division. So our success criteria for this lesson are these are things you should be able to do by the end. I can summarize the functions of cell division. Also, you should be able to identify the events that take place during the three stages of the cell cycle. So we're going to talk about the cell cycle and how cells divide and why they divide. All right, let's get started. So, first, why do they divide? What are the functions of cell division? How do tiny frogs become big frogs? Cell division allows organisms to grow larger. One cell splits into two, two into four, and so on, until a single cell becomes a multicellular organism. How does a broken bone heal? Cell division produces new healthy bone cells that replace the damaged cells. Similarly, cell division can replace aging cells and those that die from disease. Growth and repair are two functions of the cell division. A third function is reproduction. Some organisms reproduce simply through cell division. Many single celled organisms, such as amoebas, reproduce this way. Other organisms can reproduce when cell division leads to the growth of new structures. For example, a cactus can grow new stems and roots. These structures can then break away from the parent plant and become a separate plant. Most organisms reproduce when specialized cells from two different parents combine, forming a new cell. This cell then undergoes many divisions and grows into a new organism. Cell division has more than one function in living things. Cell division allows organisms to grow, repair damaged structures, and reproduce. So those are the three things. Remember to write this down, guys. For each section of video that does not have highlighted sections, be sure just to write everything. In this case, in this video, you're just going to write everything on the slide because it's all very important. Okay, moving on. So let's talk about the cell cycle. What happens during the cell cycle? The regular sequence of growth and division that cells undergo is known as the cell cycle. During the cell cycle, a cell grows, prepares for division, and divides into two new cells, which are called daughter cells. Each of the daughter cells then begins the cell cycle again. The cell cycle consists of three main stages: interphase, mitosis, and cytokinesis. So let's talk about interphase first. This is the stage This stage is the period before cell division. During interphase, the cell grows, makes a copy of its DNA, and prepares to divide into two cells. Early during interphase, a cell grows to its full size and produces the organelles it needs. For example, plant cells make more chloroplasts, and all cells make more ribosomes and mitochondria. Cells also make more enzymes, substances that speed up chemical reactions in living things. Um, Next, the cell makes an exact copy of the DNA in its nucleus in a process called replication. You may know that DNA holds all of the information that a cell needs to carry out its functions. Within the nucleus, DNA and proteins form thread like structures called chromosomes. At the end of replication, the cell contains two identical sets of chromosomes. Once the DNA has replicated, preparing for cell division begins. The cell produces structures that will help it to divide into two new cells. In animal cells, but not plant cells, a pair of centrioles is duplicated. All right, the next stage is mitosis. This is the second stage, and during mitosis, the cell's nucleus divides into two nuclei, and one set of DNA is distributed into each daughter cell. Scientists divide mitosis into four parts or phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. During prophase, the chromosomes condense into shapes that can be seen under a microscope. Each chromatid